This is the lecture number 6 for the chapter matrices, and we are starting with the exercise 3.4, in which you have to find the inverse of a matrix by elementary transformation method. And in the last lecture we have done some properties in that. Now in question number 2 of this exercise 3.4, you have to find the inverse of this matrix by using the elementary transformation method. So I am using here to find the inverse by elementary row transformation method. You can do the same thing in the column also. Now let the given matrix be A, and we can write A is equal to I into A, because if we multiply any identity matrix in matrix A, it will be equal to A. So you have to replace the value of the matrix A in the left hand side and the value of identity matrix in right hand side, 1 0 0 1, and A as it is. Now what you have to do, and what is the basic concept in finding the inverse of this matrix, we are trying to convert in the left hand side the identity matrix as 1 0 0 1, because we know that I is equal to A inverse into A. Now if we convert this matrix as I, then this will be A inverse and this is A itself. So A inverse into A is equal to I, then this will be the inverse of the given matrix A. Now there is a fixed pattern to do these types of questions. Then you will have the minimum steps or properties you have to use to find the inverse of the given matrix. Now what you have to do, you have to first of all convert this element as 1. This first element you have to convert as 1 because we have 1 here. Then you have to convert this element as 0. Then you convert this element as 1, and then you convert this element as 0. So 1 0 1 0, like this you have to go. First of all you have to convert this element in the first place as 1, then convert this element to 0, then convert this element to 1, and this convert this element to 0. In this order you have to do. Now because you have to bring here a 1, so there's two methods to convert this element as 1. One is you can interchange these two rows, what I have done here. R1 and R2 you can interchange. You have done the properties, you can interchange any two rows or column. So you can interchange first row and second row. So second row will become first and first row will become second. So 1 1 2 1. Similarly here you have to use the property, then 0 1 and 1 0. The property you are using in the left, you have to use the property in the right hand side also. So what you have got? 1 here. Now the second way you can bring here 1 as, if you subtract R2 from R1. If you subtract R2 from R1, you will get 1 here. So this is the second way you can bring 1 at this place. Now what I have done, I have interchanged the rows. Now the second step is to convert this element as 0. You have to convert this element as 0. So how can you convert this element as 0? If we multiply the first row by 2 and subtract from second row. If you multiply the first row by 2 and subtract from the second row, you will get the 0 element here. So what you have to do, you have to multiply the first row by 2 and subtract from 2. So R2 is equal to R2 minus 2 times R1. You will get 0 here. So what are the element you will get? Multiply this element by 2, subtract from this, you will get 0. Multiply this element by 2 and subtract from this, you will get minus 1. Multiply this element by 2 and subtract from this, you will get the 1 as it is. You multiply this element by 2 and subtract from this, you will get minus 1. R2 is equal to R2 minus 2 times R1. So you have obtained here 0. Now what you have to do? You have to bring 1 here. Now you can easily bring it 1 here by multiplying the second row by minus 1. Second row by minus 1, or you can this is the best method to multiply the second row by minus 1. So you will get 0 1 minus 1 0. I have done here, first of all, convert this element as 0. In this case I have done this, bring this element as 1. Now you can bring it 1 here by multiplying the second row by minus 1. So what I have done, I have convert this element 1 as 0, because we have to bring the 0 here. So R1 plus R2, by doing you will get 0 here. So R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. You will get R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. It will be 1. R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. You will get 0. R1 plus R2 get 1. R1 plus R2 will get 0 here. Now you can multiply the second row by now minus 1. 0 1 minus 1 plus 1. You will get 1 0 0 1. So this is the identity matrix. This is A. So this must be A inverse, because I is equal to A inverse into A. Because this is I, this is A, this must be A inverse. this must be A inverse. So A inverse will be equal to 1 0 minus 1 0. So because we have minus 1 here, you can multiply the second row by minus 1, you will get 0 1 minus 1 1, and this will be A inverse because A inverse into A is equal to I. So this is the proper way to do this, to find the inverse of the given matrix by elementary transformation method. Similarly, we have 2 5 1 3, so let it equal to A. So A is equal to I into A, so A I A, so you have to bring it 1 here. So you can, as we have done in the first, you can integer in the first and second row, but here I have subtracted R2 from R1, so R1 is equal to R1 minus R2, you will get 1 here. तो आई हैव डन R1 इज इक्वल टू R1 माइनस R2, तो R1 माइनस R2 1 आ जाएगा, R1 माइनस R2 विल गेट 2, R1 माइनस R2 विल गेट 1, R1 माइनस R2 विल गेट माइनस 1. तो you obtain 1 here. Now you have to bring this element as 0. So how can you bring it 0? So R2 is equal to R2 minus R1. If you subtract R1 from R2, you will get 0 here. So R2 is equal to R2 minus R1, you will get 0 here. R2 minus R1 1 here. R2 minus R1 minus 1. R2 minus R1 you will get 2. From R2 you have to subtract 1. R2 minus R1, it will be 2. So 1 0, and you have got 1 here by chance. So you don't have to use any property to bring it 1 here. So we have 1 0 1, so you have to bring 0 here now. So this is 2, so how can you bring it to 0? If you multiply the second row by 2 and subtract from 1, you get 0 here. So R1 is equal to R1 minus 2 times R2. Multiply the second row by 2 and subtract from 1, you will get 0 here. So multiply 2 and subtract from this, you will get 1. Multiply this by 2 and subtract from this, you will get 0. Multiply this by 2 and subtract from this, you will get 3. Multiply this by 2 and subtract from this, you will get minus 1. So you will get I 1 0 0 1. So this must be A inverse, because I is equal to A inverse into A, then this will be A inverse. So A inverse is equal to 3 minus 5 minus 1 2. So this is the method to find the inverse of a matrix by elementary transformation method, and you can use the property in the row as well as columns. Now let us take the question number 10 of 3.4. Again the matrix A is given as 6 minus 3 minus 2 1, so A is equal to I into A. So A is equal to I into A. So first of all you have to bring the 1 here, or you can bring 1 here and you can interchange. So you can have 1 or 2 steps more. So R1 is equal to, what I have done, R1 is equal to R1 plus 3 times R2. Multiply this by 3 and add it to this. You will get 0 here and 0 here also. Multiply this by 3 and add it to this, you will get 1. Multiply this to 3 and add it to this, you will get 3. Now what you are seeing here, that all the element of the first row of this matrix is 0 0. So it means the inverse of this matrix does not exist. We cannot find the inverse of this matrix. Similarly, you can in the beginning also you can easily find whether you can find the inverse of the given matrix or not, because in this the ratio in the first and the second row is minus 3. 3 upon 6 upon minus 2 minus 3, minus 3 upon 1 minus 3. The ratio of first and second column is same, then it means that the inverse of this matrix does not exist. Now in question number 10, we have A is 3 minus 1 minus 4 2 and I into A, and you have to convert same method. A is equal to I into A. So how can you bring it 1 either here or here? So if we add R1 plus R2, will get minus 1 here, and we can multiply the first row by minus 1 to get the 1 here. Or you can bring the 1 here, and by interchanging the row you can convert the element 1 here. So what I have done in this, the R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. I have added R2 to R1. So R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. In both the side, you have to use the property. So R1 plus R2, it will be minus 1. R1 plus R2, it will be 1. R1 plus R2, it will be 1. R1 plus R2, it will be 1. See the first row. The change is in the first row. If you are writing here 1, then it should be same row here. Now you have got minus 1 here. So you can multiply the first row by minus 1 to get plus 1 here. So R1 is equal to minus 1 times R1. So it will be 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Now you have to bring 0 here. So it is very easy. If you multiply the first row by 4 and add it to R2. So R2 is equal to R2 plus 4 times R1. So if you multiply this by 4, you will add to this, you will get 0 here. So R2 is equal to R2 plus 4 times R1, 0. R2 is equal to R2 plus 4 times this, so it will be minus 2. R2 is equal to R2 plus 4 times this, it will be minus 4. R2 is equal to R2 plus 4 times this. So 1 minus 4, it will be minus 3. So 1 0. Now what you have to do, you have to bring it 1 here. So the best way to bring the 1 here, you divide the second row by minus 2. So you'll get 1 here. You divide the second row by minus 2. So 0, 1, plus 2, 3 by 2. Second row. So you have got 1 here. Now you have to bring this, convert this element to 0. So how can you convert to 0? So R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. If you do it, you'll get 0 here. So R1 is equal to R1 plus R2 is equal to R1 plus R2. 1 ही रहेगा. R1 plus R2 it will be 0. R1 plus R2 it will be plus 1. R1 plus R2 minus 1 plus 3 by 2 it will be 1 by 2. So I is equal to A inverse into A. So this must be A inverse. So A inverse is equal to this. So this is the proper way to do this to inverse of a matrix by elementary transformation method. These are 2 by 2 matrices. 2 by 2 to find the inverse of 2 by 2 matrices. Now similarly you can find the inverse of a 3 by 3 matrices. You can find it, but in that the steps become more than these steps, because we have in 2 by 2 matrices we have either 5 or 6 steps. We have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 in this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So in 3 by 3 we have more than 7 or to 9 steps to find the inverse of 3 by 3 matrices, which we'll do in the next lecture. Thank you.